Hello Saber fans, Shamim here. Today we're doing a video tutorial of how to install a new sound font onto your SD card for a Naigon's Electronic Creation soundboard. So this would be Spark 2, Spark Color 2, and Igniter 2. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Spark 2 because it's the easiest and most straightforward one. So you'll need a couple things before you get started. You're going to need the default files for the Spark 2. And then the R2 means that it's also configurable for CrossGuard if you want to do that. The Spark Configuration Editor, you're going to need that. Both of these two are available at saberigniter.com. That's Naigon's website. And then you're, of course, going to need the new sound font that you've downloaded from saberfont.com or purchased from another font maker. We're going to be looking at Ruiner, which is one of my own custom sound fonts, and it's been formatted for NEC. It's in a .zip format. We'll open that up in just a sec. First thing you're going to want to do, though, is you're going to want to plug in your SD card, and it may or may not have some original files on it. Whatever is on the SD card, you're probably going to want to copy-paste that and archive that somewhere on your desktop or somewhere else, because our first step is going to be to format the SD card, which will involve erasing all data on the disk. So if you like what you already have on your SD card, you should copy-paste it somewhere else. All right, green bar, format complete. We'll close that. We'll go to the SD card and notice that this folder is empty. Beautiful. That's what we want. Now we're going to unzip the new font package. So I'm going to open it up with Windows Explorer. You may have a different way of unzipping a file, whatever it is. You unzip it, and now you have an actual folder that you can go into and see all of the new sound effects. That's great. Now we're going to take a look at the Spark 2 default files. We'll open this up. We're going to select all. We're going to copy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the blank SD card and we're going to paste all of the original files onto the SD card. The reason we do that, first we format and then we recopy the original files. The reason we do that is just to get rid of any cyber goblins that may be lurking in the deep recesses of your SD card looking to cause trouble. That's literally why you do it. And this process helps ensure that when you start copying over the new files, the new the new sound font files, that the goblins and the tricksters don't cause any trouble. Look at my very technical terminology here, goblins and whatnot. It usually takes less than a minute, even though it's showing 2 minutes. It'll hurry up very quickly. You have to do this on a PC when you're working with NEC soundboards because the NEC soundboard is not compatible with Mac at this point. Okay, so we've done that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to copy over the new sound font file. So I'm going to open up, these are the new files. We'll have this over on the left side. This is your SD card. We'll move it over to the right side. So you see up here it says SD card, over here it says Ruiner. So this is the new stuff, this is the old stuff. Font 1, Font 2, Font 3. So you can decide which of the 3 font banks you want to put it in. For kicks and giggles, I'm going to put it in Font 1. Okay? Now here's all your stuff. It's separated into different folders based on the sound effect. We're just going to go from top to bottom and change everything. So we'll start with Blaster. We're going to select it all. We're going to delete everything that's there. And then we're going to get the corresponding new effects, so Blaster in this case, and we're going to paste them into here. Boom. Very done. Very done. Yes, very, very done. Let's go to Clash. Make sure you get a... Oopsies. Stop. What happened? All right. Make sure you get all of them. Right-click, delete. Now I'll go over here. There's a few more clashes, but that's okay. We're going to copy these. We're going to paste them into this folder. Boom. All done. Dual. I have some original files here, but there are no new files, so we're going to leave the original dual files there. FX. There are no FX files here, and there are no FX files here. All right, we'll skip to the next folder. Hum. There's 3 of them. I'm using keyboard shortcuts now. There's only one hum here. We'll copy paste over here. Boom. In. So this is your retraction, deactivation, power off when the blade goes back into the hilt. Lock is lock up, obviously. Make sure you get the right one, lock. We'll copy paste that over here. Out. So this is when the blade goes out of the hilt. This is power on, activation, ignition. Slash. This is a very fast swing. Let me scroll down. Slash 1 through 4. Copy. Boom. And last one is swing. Get rid of the old swing files. Copy all 16 of the new ones. There is no minimum requirement. Well, obviously you would need 1. And then I believe 99 may be the max, but you can check out the manual to see for sure. All right. Next, what we'll do is the font, as well as this font.wave.orig, which may not appear in yours. Sometimes it's funky. So we'll delete both of those. We'll go back over here and we'll select font and bring that over here. Boom! That is it. You have successfully transferred all of the new files onto your SD card. But you're not done. This is the most important step, is opening up the config editor. We'll go File, Open. We'll go to the SD card. We'll go to whichever of the fonts you've installed a new sound font into, font 1, and it'll automatically open up the sconfig.ini file. It's also available here if you want to select it. Open. Now look at all of this stuff down here in blue that happened. Incorrect number of nhum, incorrect number of nout, ndout, nclash, nswing, etc. So this means that the original config file was set for a value of 1 or 8 or 2. But now it has found 1 file or 4 files or 0 or 16, etc. So the config editor will automatically readjust the config files it'll sense all of the new files, the number of new files that you have per sound effect, and it will automatically resense that, which is cool. So then we go to File and Save. File saved successfully. Now you are all done. Now you have successfully copied the new files onto your SD card, and now your soundboard is ready to go. You could also play with some of these other effects, but that's not the purpose of this video, showing you how to use the config editor. The purpose of this video was to show how to install a new sound font. And at this point, you are all set. You can go to your SD card. You can remove it. Where's remove? Eject. So you can eject the SD card. Safe to remove the hardware. That's always what you want to do on a PC. And now you are all set and ready to get going with your new sound font. Thank you all so much for watching, and may the force be with you.